Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. You're joining us live on Sky Sport from the great city of Glasgow. And it's the Kazoo Premier League, all brought to you by the Professional Darts Corporation. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players. Would you please welcome the winner of the World Match Play, the winner of PDC's 7 titles, and ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time World Series title winner, and the former 2-time back-to-back World Youth Champion, that is the Dreammaker, Dimitri Bergh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome home. A 2-time World Cup winner. The winner of the UK Open. The winner of the World Match Play. The Masters, a Premier League finalist. And ladies and gentlemen, a 2-time champion of the world. Let's get this party started.
Our second quarter-final of the night then, this for the opportunity to play Nathan Aspinall later tonight in the semis. Just a couple of points and a couple of places separating these two in the table. Peter Wright yet to get off the mark. You just wonder if this crowd will help him this evening. For Dimitri Bergh, well, he made the semi-finals on week 1 before crashing out in the quarter-finals last week. Right, just a quick reminder that you can listen to the latest episode of the Love the Darts podcast, where this week I was joined by the brilliant duo of Dan Dawson and Mark Webster to talk about all the latest Premier League talking points. Dimitri Bergh actually paid us a visit as well, so you can find out all about his new approach on gnocchi. You can find that on all the usual podcast platforms, or just scan that QR code that's on your screen right now. I urge you to do it. It's a brilliant listen. But now, let's get into the action, shall we, to guide us through our second quarter-final. Here's Wayne Nardle and Rod Studd.
Yes, thank you, Emma. Good evening, everyone. Now, last Thursday, we saw Gerwyn Price ride the wave of home support all the way to a nightly win in Cardiff. Can the Scotsman Peter Wright do the self-same thing here in Glasgow? His record, though, in this city is nothing to write home around. He's only won twice in 7 attempts in the Premier League. And we know Dimitri Bergh has been going well in this year's renewal of the competition. In fact, the only man to have beaten him so far is Michael van Gerwen. But one man who's impossible to beat when you're sitting next to him in the commentary booth is Wayne Mardell. Good evening, Hawaii.
Good evening, sir. Peter Wright likes playing Dimitri van den Bergh. He's won 9 of their last 11. There was a draw in there when Dimitri last played in the Premier League. But Emma mentioned the podcast there, and Dimitri was talking about his attitude. And he's got a brand new attitude, and he's wearing it tonight. And he is trying to apply a bit of a smile in doing so. He's looking to play in a less intense way, Rodri.
Well, that's something you've been calling for some time, Wayne, isn't it?
It'll help him with rhythm and concentration. I'm an advocate of making the game as simple as you can, and with his throw, there's nothing more simpler.
Peter Wright in his normal stylish attire. And did you see his stylish attire in that interview with Mark Webster, the dapper peak cap?
Yeah.
Very smart indeed. The stylish snakebite up on the hockey here in his native Scotland. And he needs a win, doesn't he? I mean, let's get it right. 2 round 1 defeats in the first 2 weeks of the Premier League 2023 to Christobi and Nathan Aspinall, leaving him amongst the cellar dwellers despite a tournament average of over 100.
Yeah.
And he'll have to believe, Wayne, won't he, that if he carries on playing at that level, the wins will come as a matter of course.
You think he'll be okay, but as we've already seen in this Premier League, huge averages don't mean anything. Michael van Gerwen had 110 last week and got beat by a 96 average. They are just a guide, but if Peter Wright can put one on the top wire, that would have been a great guide, and he didn't need it. That is a superstar from Snakebite.
Yeah, he gets the opening leg. His checkout percentage in the first couple of weeks, just over 35%. That's not good enough, he knows that, and that put him 6th amongst these 8 elite Aerosmiths. And he needed to brush up on that, and he certainly brushed up on it in the first leg that we witnessed there, as he hit tops at the first time of asking to take the lead in pursuit of his first victory in the 2023 Premier League.
Yeah, it's been spoken about quite a bit over the last few years, but Peter Wright's record, Rod, he's not great in the Premier League, is it? Two playoff places, or 2 times he's reached the playoffs from 9 years. This is his 10th tilt at the Premier League. He'd like some more visits like that. But for someone so accomplished and so good, it is a poor return, isn't it?
Yeah, it makes no sense at all based on his record in some of the other massive tournaments, and 2 World Championship wins and a World Match Play win, and they're the big 2, and you would add the Premier League if you wanted a triple crown of events, and Peter Wright just hasn't been able to win it, though he came mighty close to me that time against Van Gerwen at the O2 in the final, missing multiple match starts to defeat the Green Machine.
Well, he missed a 167 combo in the opening leg. He's missed a 140 there. But you would think ordinarily he'd come back for the 97. It's a great atmosphere here, by the way. I hope that's coming across.
59.
They're supporting their man, that's Peter. And they're not supporting Dimitri. No surprise there.
Thompson is. One in hand, or Wright comes back for 86. He does not come back for 86. It's a level game. Now last year here, you say they're supporting their man. Wright played Anderson. And, well, I mean, 2 Scots were going at it in the first match. Anderson won. Wright hasn't won in Glasgow since 2017 in the Premier League, where he beat James Wade.
You've not won here. Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, but he's a better darts player than me. It's not surprising. I've never won here. Even if I went on the stage, I wouldn't win here, would I?
Dimitri will love the first dart.
140.
Couldn't follow the first and second. This is a quality game so far. Carry on like this, guys.
140.
Well, Dimitri famously lived with the Wrights, didn't he? For a few months during the lockdown in 2020. Stayed at the sprawling right manner. Took up a wing, apparently.
In amongst all the chickens, etc.
Oh, yeah.
There's no foul play up there, Wayne, is there, tonight? Sorry about
like
that.
it.
100.
I'll leave now. But Peter and Joe quite notoriously provide you with an array of eggs, don't they, on a regular basis?
Oh, they're magnificent.
161.
60-51 ball. That's the way he'll go. Is he going to go for it with Dimitri on? No, he didn't go for it. 99, yes, Peter. Dimitri on 182.
81.
Peter probably would have gone for ball if he'd have hit it. He likes to show off.
And right here, very much in the box seat to go 2-1 in front here with a 2-dart combo. Will it be pop-pop or will it have to be pop-pop-pop, Peter? Pop-pop, will it be pop at the end of all that? No.
40.
Oh, Dimitri took out a fabulous 97 in the last. Can he get this? 54 to 32. 18 or treble now. Bullseye! Oh, look at that! That was emphatic. About a millimetre off centre. Look at that.
I'm just having a good look, Wayne. I think it's 1.5 millimetres off centre, actually. But
No,
I'll take your point.
Your eyes are dodgy.
Yeah. But I tell you what, Peter Wright will be thinking, not again, because it's the kind of thing that's been happening over the first 2 weeks, that he's got himself in a good position in a leg, missed a dart at double, and the opponent has taken full advantage of an opportunity.
But Nathan Aspinall last week against Peter, that's probably as good as I've, forget averages, ever seen Nathan throw. He was brilliant. He was unplayable. The grouping, the pace of play, the rhythm, everything about him looked great for 2 games. Unfortunately for Nathan, unfortunately for Gedwin Price. Ended up winning in Cardiff. It was a good night for Nathan.
And he started very well tonight off the back of that, hasn't he?
Yes. Throwing some great darts, as they all are.
Yeah, a couple of weeks and 4 different finalists in the 2 nightly rounds in Cardiff and Belfast, and that just, I think, indicates how difficult it's going to be for the players to win and for pundits to predict.
Yes.
Lovely darts. A second maximum for the snakebite.
One of their last meetings on TV was in the Grand Prix, where Peter won that 3-2. Is this going to go to the, not last set, but last leg? Peter averaging over a ton again, 102 actually.
58. PT reply 98.
Two 19s. We're a level game. A 2-dot combination. I'll tell you what, Wayne, it's not inconceivable that Peter Wright could leave Glasgow with the highest tournament average in the Premier League and still not have won a match.
Correct.
Which is absolutely ludicrous, isn't it, really?
Literally be pointless.
83.
Finishing in this game has been sublime. Been only 1 missed start, well, 2 missed starts at double so far, apologies. But the finishing,
60.
Peter took out 40 in the first start. And then 97, 86 from Dimmy, and that 98. It is a world-class game, but Dimitri van den Bergh
45.
needs to be careful because Peter's just getting on top of him. He's officially gone off the boil for me.
Well, he'd better get the kettle back on the boil because, as you say, Wayne, if he dips down for 5 minutes, this match will be over.
Yes.
Because Wright will run 3 legs in that time, and that'll be the end of it, pretty much. And that is the rare atmosphere of the Premier League. You played badly for 5 minutes, and you can pack your bags and move on to another destination. He's got the kettle back on the boil with his second maximum, 4 in the match, 2 apiece now.
Indeed, it lasted about a minute and a half, the off spell. But Wrighty, he's back in himself. Both hit 2 180s. That was Peter Wright's 5th 140. We're only in the 5th leg. This is superb.
Well, Dimitri went looking for the ball there, looking to leave double 16. He leaves 71, which is a better finish than this, but Wright more than capable of taking it out. To leave double 8 with a wonderful combination. Oh, and he wires it, Peter Wright. Bent the wire inwards. Wow.
He will go 39. That's so good. Oh, the click of the wire.
Well, a couple of missed starts at the double. And Wright looking to end the leg on double 4. And in it goes. So Dimitri had a chance off 71, couldn't take it. Wright punishes, although he was first to double himself off the 1-3-3, remember?
Yeah.
And Wright in front, edging in front, 3-2.
I've got to say, I love Dimitri's new pace of play. It makes it look effortless. It really does. He used to anyway, but even more so now. He has the intensity in his mind when he's throwing, but the pace of him, I like it.
Yeah, looking to refine the fun factor, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. You need to enjoy what you do.
Yeah.
And the same can be said about Gedwin Price, no doubt. He's looking to recapture his top form.
And that's top form, all right. That's top tungsten from Peter Wright, a 3rd maximum. And he has a chance now to burst clear with a break and go 4-2 up and put clear daylight between the 2 dartists.
Yeah, and there's daylight between them in the averages as well. 92 from Dimmy, plays 103 from Peter Wright. So it's no wonder he's just getting on top now. But a 180 for Dimitri can make it interesting.
Yeah, pre-match, Wright's average was 5 more than Dimitri's over the first 2 weeks. And he's playing much better now than his Belgian opponent. 3-dart combo is on. He needed the treble there, though. But even so, he's now poised to pounce. But Van den Bergh, this is a finish that they like, isn't it? Because the first treble 20 goes in, it's bang on, isn't it?
Especially if it's on the top wire for Dimitri Van den Bergh. So for 4-2. He hit this in the first leg. He's getting closer. They were poor. The first one was so far away it wasn't even a marker, and he kind of couldn't work off anything.
Wright had the leg in the palm of his hand, and he still has, because now he's coming back for 3 darts at double 10 as a starting point, having missed 3 at tops in this leg. Oh my word, double 5 as he Charlie chases doubles. Half a dozen missed in the leg, Wayne. Very much out of character with what we've seen in the previous 5 legs of the match.
But totally in character with his percentage in the event so far. So recently, Wright has a proclivity to miss doubles. That's fact. We just hadn't seen it so far in this game. But it reared its head then. Where he's been, I'm going to call him fortunate, of course, you pick your words, but at least it was on the Dimitri throw and it wasn't broken, and he's still in control of the game.
We saw the double stats there, 3 for 12 Wright, 3 for 7 Van den Bergh. But early on in the match, when Wayne was alluding to the high-quality finishing, they were both 2 out of 3. So you can see that both have dropped off, and Wright worse than Van den Bergh. But he's still in front, if you like, here, because with a 4th maximum, he's on the way to going 4-3 up. And if he keeps holding throw, Wayne, he will win eventually.
Yes, fact. When he was talking to Mark Webster this afternoon, he mentioned the darts. These darts get him where water can't. He finds spots, finds little kind of nooks and crannies in trebles and doubles that maybe shouldn't go in, but he gets them in there. They're priceless to him.
Well, he doesn't have to worry about going for bull at the end of the combination here. 78 left, 54 for 24. Can't find the 54, but it doesn't matter as much when your opponent's not on a finish. He tidies up again to leave tops, which started all the problems in that previous leg, didn't it?
Yeah, without being hypercritical, the last 2 legs, it's been a bit scruffy around the board. Can he put tops right this time? Yes, he can. That's a 4-3 lead for Peter Wright, the Scotsman here in Glasgow.
And he takes the lead for the 4th time. And on the previous 3 occasions he's been in front, Van den Bergh has levelled immediately. And if he doesn't level immediately here, Wright will be 5-3 up, and hence 2 legs in front with 3 to play.
60.
And would be on the brink of his first win in the 2023 Premier League.
Yep.
Fair to say, I think that he's been slightly the better of the 2 players.
Yes.
And, you know, if it was decided on points, which it's not, by a panel of judges in points, it is decided on points, of course, who can get 501 the most time. but, you know, he'd be slightly in front, I think, if there was an adjudication, wouldn't there, by a panel of judges. So it's good to see Mrs. Wright looking so well in the crowd.
Surely.
140.
Just his 6th 140. Look at that. Impressive, huh?
Yeah. 3 weeks into the Premier League, and the 3rd country in which we've been playing darts. From Northern Ireland to Wales to Scotland, and next week to the Republic of Ireland, and the week after to England. And so it goes on round the UK and Europe. For 17 weeks of ace arrowsmithery.
60.
Well, that's a slip. That's a blip. You're going to punish. Yeah, that's gone awkward for him.
81.
Well, I should have said, why are you not aiming for a 57? What was the fascination in going for an obscure target?
Oh, he can't squeeze one into the treble.
56.
So right here with a chance.
128.
An awkward one though, 128. Even if it's the treble here, he needs another one.
He was nodding before he approached the hockey. I think he thinks he's going to get this.
Well, if he does, he's going to need to hit the bullseye. But if he thought he was going to get it, he wasn't far wrong, was he?
No, whipped with a wire.
And now, crucial times in this match, particularly the Van den Bergh misses the big number. Could be a fatal error in this leg and possibly the match. Double 16. Oh, he tidies up. He digs himself out of the hole that he dug himself in the first place.
Yeah. Oh. He's not happy. Okay.
But a missed big 16 for Dimitri Van den Bergh in the end wasn't fatal in that leg or the match. He levels for the 4th time at 4 apiece.
Yeah, Dimitri's not like most of the other players that will go for a 16, yes, but it will be on the safe side, and it's 16 kind of 8-wise. But Dimitri's hatred for tops means that he's actually trying not to hit an 8. Doesn't want to hit an 8.
Well, he even wanted to hit a 7, even less. But,
Yes.
but it didn't matter in the end, and that's the important thing from his perspective. And right now, can he lead for the 5th time in the match by going 5-4 up, or has the Belgian got a break up his sleeve here? He may well have.
Dimitri Bergh, after this match, win or lose, go and watch those 3 darts back. They had absolutely everything. The pace, the rhythm, the timing, the accuracy, the confidence. Everything you want from a throw, it was there.
And he follows it up nicely too. Now, it's a mathematical fact that all the legs in this match count 1. They all count the same. But as you move towards the winning post with the match very tightly balanced, each leg appears to be more important, doesn't it? It feels more important watching it.
Yes.
And no doubt for the players feels more important.
100. Dimitri require 81.
Is he going to go? Okay. Bullseye again.
51.
Had the line.
PT require 100.
Will he be back? In all probability he will be, but can Snakebite bite back here? No, he cannot. So Bergh with a choice now, Wayne, having missed the target, ended up with a 20 to leave 30. Does he go straight for this at double 15 or split?
Looks like he's going for it. He went for it, all right. And that, importantly, is a break of throw. And he's holding all the aces now. He's now odds on to win this match. And at one point, we mentioned it, Rod, didn't we, about the averages? How he was being outplayed by Peter Wright. Well, now it's 96 plays 95, and Bergh has actually improved, whereas Wright has regressed. Fact.
Yeah, Wright has dropped off quite a lot, hasn't he, with an average that was in the region of 105, 106, 107 very early on in the piece, and now down to the mid-90s. And now he's in trouble. He's been in the box seat for most of the match, knowing that he just needs to keep holding throw. There were a couple of early breaks, but they were long in the dim and distant past at the start of the match. But now Bergh knows the hold here makes the game safe.
He was on 81 after 9 darts in the previous leg. He's on 1-2-1 after 9 in this leg. That is just so good.
Consecutive legs of great quality from the Belgian. And it may culminate here, Wayne, in another bull attempt. It's a 1-2-1.
He's already had some good finishes. Can he round it off? I was going to say, he's not even going to go for the ball, is he?
57.
Well, it was a little shoddy. A 140 from Peter would make things interesting.
Well, you asked, Wayne, and Snakebite delivered. And now that 64 looks a bit more tricky and troublesome now for Dimitri Bergh. May only get 1 dart at double. He'll get 2. He'll get 2 at double 8. And this is for the match, remember now. Double 4. And Dimitri Bergh sinks Snakebite in Glasgow. Wright's miserable start to the 2023 Premier League continues as for the 3rd straight night he loses in the quarter-finals and bows out, and his miserable record in Glasgow continues too. Bergh through to the semi-finals with a win here over the former world champion by 6 legs to 4.